Zelensky addressed the Russians. Zelensky said that Kiev does not need neither cold, nor hot, nor hybrid war, and that the people and authorities of Ukraine want peace. Do the Russians want wars? Quote, Zelensky said in conclusion, noting that the answer depends on the Russians. President of Ukraine Volodymyr Zelensky addressed the Russians in Russian. I want to appeal to all citizens of Russia, not as a president. I appeal to Russian citizens as a citizen of Ukraine. More than 2,000 kilometers of a common border separates us from you. And your troops are stationed along it today. Less than, greater than your leadership approved their step forward into the territory of another country. And this step could be the beginning of a big war, he said. According to Zelensky, the reason for the start of hostilities can arise at any moment, any provocation, any outbreak, an outbreak that can burn everything. According to him, Ukraine in the news and in real life are two different countries. They tell you that we are Nazis. But how can the people who gave more than 8 million lives for the victory over Nazism support Nazism? Zelensky said. According to him, Russians and Ukrainians are different. But this is no reason to be enemies. Note that I'm talking now about Donbass in Russian. But no one in Russia understands what these names, these streets, these names, these events are all about for you, alien, unfamiliar. This is our land. This is our history. What will you fight for and with whom? Zelensky stressed. The people of Ukraine want peace. The authorities of Ukraine want peace. They want and do everything they can, Zelensky said. According to him, Ukraine is supported by many countries. Because it is not about peace at any cost. It is about peace and principles. About justice. About international law. About the right to self-determination. The president of Ukraine added that Kiev does not need a war. Neither cold, nor hot, nor hybrid. But if troops attack us, if they try to take away our country, our freedom less than, greater than, we will defend ourselves, he concluded. According to Zelensky, Ukraine has not posed a threat to Russia in the past and will not be in the future. The war will deprive everyone of guarantees. No one will have guarantees of security. Who will suffer the most from this? People, he said. Do the Russians want wars? I would very much like to answer this question. But the answer depends only on you, citizens of the Russian Federation, he said. Earlier, on February 23, the authorities of the Donetsk and Luhansk People's Republics turned to Russian President Vladimir Putin with a request to help repel aggression from the Ukrainian army. Prior to this, the Federation Council gave the Russian president permission to use the Russian armed forces in the DPR and LPR. However, as Putin noted during a conversation with reporters, this does not mean that the troops will go there right now. The Ukrainian Foreign Ministry requested an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council after the appeal of the Donbass republics to Putin, noting that this is a further escalation of the security situation. From midnight on February 24, 1 o'clock Moscow time, a state of emergency was introduced in Ukraine for 30 days. This regime provides for the restriction of freedom of movement if necessary. The establishment of a special regime for entry and exit. The restriction of traffic and its inspection. The strengthening of the protection of vital facilities. And more. The Russian authorities have previously repeatedly stated that they do not want war. Thus, Russian President Vladimir Putin said that Moscow does not want war and therefore put forward proposals for security guarantees. Russia, which has survived so many wars, is the last country in Europe that even wants to even pronounce the word war, said presidential spokesman Dmitry Peskov. Read more at RBC.